Hello, you are most welcome. I'm teacher Ivan from WUNNA Educational Services. We shall be looking at how we find LCM and HCF. But before looking at how we find the two, what does LCM mean and what does HCF mean? LCM means lowest common multiple. A multiple is the result you get when you multiply a particular number with other natural numbers. For instance, if I'm taking my particular number to be 2, and when I multiply 2 by other natural numbers, whatever I'll be getting are multiples of 2. For instance, 2 times 1 gives me 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 6. So the 2, 4, 6 that I'm getting after multiplying 2 by other numbers are what we call multiples of 2. Hope now we know what multiples is. Then we come to the lowest common multiple, because multiples of a number are unlimited. They don't have an end. Therefore, we are not interested in any other multiple, because we cannot obtain the highest multiple, but we can always have the lowest multiple. So that is, if we have three numbers 6, 8 and 10, how do we get their lowest common multiple? That is the multiple of all the three. They have many multiples, but we are interested in the lowest and common. So this is the way we get. We shall use the ladder method, which is the simplest method. We can also use the listing method, where we list the multiples of all the three, but it is time consuming, and as a scientist we must be time conscious. So let us use the ladder method. We shall decompose these 3, 6, 8 and 10 by their prime factors. Prime factors of a number means the factors which themselves have no other factors apart from 1 and themselves. For instance, 2 is a prime factor of 6, 4, 8 and others, because 2 has no other factors apart from 2 and 1. The same applies to 3, 5, 7, among others. So when we are decomposing these numbers, we use their prime factors, those factors that have no other factors apart from 1 and themselves. That's why we use 2, 3, because these 2 have no other factors apart from 1 and themselves. So they are the factors we use to decompose these given numbers. So when we divide it out by 2, 6 reduces to 3, 8 reduces to 4, 10 reduces to 5, and still by 2, the 4 will reduce to 2. Still by 2, we shall have 3, 1, 5. Because we are maintaining 3 and 5, because 2 does not reduce the 2. So 3 can be reduced by 3 and 5 can be reduced by 5. We decompose until we get 1, 1. Then after decomposing these numbers, we multiply the prime factors to get the LCM. That is, LCM of 6, 8 and 10 is given by the product of their prime decomposers or their prime factors, which is 120. For instance, you try to divide 120 by 6, 120 by 8 and 120 by 10. It becomes their lowest common multiple. So that is how we get LCM. Then we look at how we get HCF. First of all, what is HCF? HCF can also be termed as HCD, that is highest common divisor, or GCF, that is greatest common factor. HCF is the highest common factor because numbers have common factors, and the first factor of every number is 1. 1 is a factor of every number. So since that one is known, we are not interested in the lowest common factor because it is automatically 1. Then our interest is in finding the highest common factor. So how do we do this? We have 2 methods, and they are all simple. 1, we shall prime decompose each of these numbers separately, and after we choose out the common factors. So the common factor of 6, 8, and 10 comes out as 2. We can also use the ladder method, but in using the ladder method, we are only dividing by a common factor common to all the 3 numbers. So that common factor is a 2. It divides 6 into 3, divides 8 into 4, divides 10 into 5. There is no other common factor to all the 3. Therefore we stop there, and our HCF will be equaling to 2. So that is how we get LCM and the HCF of numbers. See you next time. Bye bye.